name is Andrew Cole. I'm a Deputy Warden with the Indiana Department of Correction. I began my career with the department in 2002 as an officer at Pendleton Correctional Facility. I am currently a Deputy Warden of Re-entry at Correctional Industrial Facility, and I am also a trained volunteer and have served on numerous ICAN committees throughout the years. One of the many great things about ICAN is that every interaction an individual has with this program results in a story to tell. My ICAN story starts in 2013 when I was a new Deputy Warden at the Pendleton Correctional Facility. My warden had the desire to bring an animal program into the prison, and he had tasked me with implementing it. ICAN was already well established in Indiana prisons at this time, but not in a male maximum security facility. And that presented us with numerous challenges, but we were able to overcome those obstacles through the hard work and constant communication by all the facility staff, ICAN staff, and the ICAN handlers, as well as the rest of the offender population. As the program started up, you could feel the excitement in the air about the possibility of bringing animals into a prison for a purpose other than facility operations, such as detecting for contraband or controlling offenders. ICAN was going to train offenders to train service dogs. We all felt this program would be nothing but beneficial to everyone at the facility, and let me tell you, we were right. From the moment the first group of offender handlers had their initial interaction with ICAN's latest group of soon-to-be service dogs, the excitement continued to build. Handlers were constantly on the walks training the dogs, interacting with staff and offenders alike, and they were discussing the program, explaining what the dogs were doing, explaining what they were doing, and bragging about their dogs. You could feel the positivity in the air. The offenders in the program quickly came to the realization that this was going to be one of the most demanding programs they'd ever been a part of. When you are training the dog, you don't get to call it a day when the work whistle blows at 2:15. You are working with these dogs 24 hours a day. You're being trained by ICAN staff, but weekly. You have assignments, you've got homework, you're tested on a regular basis. Not to mention, you've got to care for the dogs. You've got to feed them, groom them, and ensure they stay healthy. These dogs are not simply pets. These dogs are dogs that will provide a service to someone for the remainder of their working lives. The impact the handlers' actions have on these dogs while they are training is immense, and the duty to train them is not taken lightly. So as the handlers came to understand that impact, we began to see more positive effects from them. Most came into the program with the expectation to learn how to train the dogs and gain more knowledge about dogs in general. What they didn't expect was their sense of responsibility to ensure the dog stayed on track with its training, the amount of dedication it took to be working with a dog 24 hours a day, or how much work it is to maintain that positive attitude while you're training a dog. As you all know, you have to keep a positive puppy voice, and you have to keep it in an upbeat manner in order to encourage that dog. That's a difficult thing to do. They were also developing their public speaking skills and interview abilities. ICAN not only encourages handlers to speak to others about what they are doing, they intentionally put the handlers in positions where they have to. Most handlers, however, truly enjoy sharing their experiences, explaining their training practices, and most certainly bragging about their dogs. This also helps to strengthen the family bond with numerous handlers. Some handlers struggle to communicate with their families while incarcerated, but ICAN gives them something positive to share, allowing for healthy social bonding. Another great aspect of ICAN is due to the fact that they are a nonprofit organization, they are constantly fundraising. Like public speaking, they foster that desire, we'll call it, to be part of the fundraising. If you're not familiar with ICAN's Puppy Love Valentine's fundraiser, I'd suggest you look into it. One of the items in the Valentine is a piece of art that is created by the handlers and their dog. Over the years, this fundraiser has grown in popularity to where the demand is over 1,000. Now, that is quite a bit of dog art for the handlers to create, but I can assure you it's something that they look forward to every year. Not only does it give the handlers an opportunity to do something unique with their dog, but the setting in which it occurs is something that you don't often see inside a prison. Very rarely do you see offenders become so completely unguarded that they let down their walls and interact with each other like they were all hanging out in someone's garage. The sense of camaraderie and truly enjoying the experience of doing something for a greater good is always an amazing thing to experience, and for a program to bring that out inside a prison is a phenomenal feat. Puppy Love is one of my favorites, as I have been involved with that fundraiser in many different aspects since 2015. I certainly have numerous stories from every year I've been a part of it. Bringing those stories back to the handlers in the facility is something that I look forward to every year. ICAN is all about changing lives on both ends of the leash, and I feel it speaks to more than just a recipient of a service dog. It speaks to the offender handlers as well. Their lives are greatly impacted by this program, whether they expect it to be or not. They are changed. They learn an enormous number of skills while they're in the program, but they're also going to come to the realization that they have and will be impacting numerous people by being a part of this program. Whether it's someone who learned about ICAN because they received a Puppy Love Valentine, or someone who can live a normal life due to getting an ICAN dog, they had a part in that. And that is truly a special thing.